If you've ever had something go unexpectedly wrong with your truck, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
That window motor had been giving me trouble for about a month now, and I just kept putting it off until right now as I was filming, it gave up the ghost. So I have to address the problem. From my research, it's not the teeth of the gear that go bad, but it's the inner workings, these little yellow plastic pieces. And I've seen people replace them with like steel ball bearings or even nuts. Something metal that adds to the longevity of the gear, it really helps a lot. So in order to get to that motor, I have to take the door panel off, take the speaker out, and I have to drill my own holes in the door panel to get to the bolts. Ford didn't put holes for a ratchet to access those bolts. You have to make your own. So that's going to be probably the hardest part of this whole project, but I got to do what I got to do because now I can't even roll up my window. So I'm going to get started. So in order to get to the window motor, you have to take out this bolt and this bolt. Ford did give you a dimple of where to drill, but you do have to drill them out nonetheless. There goes my speaker. So I needed a bigger drill in order to get a 31/64 drill bit. The chuck wasn't big enough for my other drill, so a lot of drilling for just an 8mm socket. Move it up to a 1/2 inch because that's still not big enough. 31/64. Just the right tool to get in there and start twisting these 3 bolts out. There's one. Two. And there's the third. And it's out. Let's take it on the bench. And this is your window motor. So this metal gear up here looks fine. Everything else just looks like a regular 90s window motor. So I'm going to take this last screw out here, and I'll get you guys a close-up in a second of all the internals, but I just have to split this open first. Interesting enough, this thing won't come off, this front plate, unless you take a punch or something and get that little divot out of the metal to make it round again. It's catching on 2 sides here, so I'm going to take a punch and I'm just going to punch that metal out of the way. Alright, new strategy. Get yourself a pair of really thin needle nose and start bending those tabs. It's a lot easier. And then I'll just pop right off. That is utter destruction in there. Look at that. Wow. Well, I'm surprised. Now I'm going to attempt to take this piece out all in one. Failed to realize that this snap ring had anything to do with this whole unit coming out, so I had to, my snap ring pliers were too big, so I had to grab 2 nails and have a helper wedge underneath with a screwdriver as I use 2 nails to pry that apart. So it's part way up right now. I'll get the rest of it off. And that's the snap ring, and the rest should come out now. And it does. Yep. Just like I suspected, these gears are in pretty good condition. So I changed lenses here. I wanted to give you guys a close-up of all the parts that have been disassembled. So this is the inside of the case, and it looks like it either oxidized or just use over the years, but nothing too bad. These worm gears are in great shape. This plastic gear is still, without cleaning all these teeth out, it looks almost brand new. And that should just come, yeah, right out. Just take a little bit of cleaning, but these teeth are in perfectly good shape. And then this metal gear and this triangle piece, it doesn't look like anything's damaged or needing to be replaced. So what I could do is I could use the part that I bought at O'Reilly's and just replace this with this. It would be $23 to do that. I could just use this same gear and put these little plastic pieces in and call it a day, or I could return this and I can get some ball bearings and stick them in here, and it would last a lot longer. I got 3 3/8" ball bearings at the hardware store. They're 59 cents a piece, and instead of putting plastic pieces in these 3 corners, these ball bearings are going to be a lot tougher, and the gear doesn't care what it hits against as long as it hits against something that's solid. Now that this gear's all cleaned up, I'm going to pack it with a little bit of grease, this spindle here, and also this channel. Alright, let's go see if it works in the truck. See, the key is to put them back in without dropping them and then having to fish for them with a magnet. Okay, moment of truth. It works. Done. The window goes up and down perfectly now, and all it took, guys, was just 3 small ball bearings that cost me less than $2 at the hardware store. They were 3/8" ball bearings for anyone who cares. But this video has been done before, and really I just was out to prove that if it can work for me, it can work for anybody. You don't need to go out and buy a $45 window motor. You don't need to go out and buy a replacement gear for over 20 bucks. Just ball bearings and wheel bearing grease, guys. It's really as simple as that. The hardest part of this entire project was just drilling into that body panel. But I'm actually glad I did it, because the alternative would have been taking out that entire window assembly. I would have had to take out rivets, take out more parts, and it just would have been a bigger can of worms. So it was actually the best route to drill into the body panel. So guys, thanks so much for watching White Oak Productions. It really does mean a lot. They took the time out of your day to watch this video. I try to put out good quality content for anybody who's willing to watch. So, and also, guys, 3 really awesome dudes in the description below. James at Third Coast OBS, Jason at Sparks Fire and Baling Wire, and Zane at Hodgepodge Dodge Garage. Those are just awesome guys with great content, and they're just growing by the day. You'd actually be doing me a huge favor if you go check them out. But guys, I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. So just 3 small ball bearing, 3 3/8 ball bearings, 3 3/8 inch ball bearings, 3 small ball bearings, 3/8 inch, 3/8 inch to be exact. If someone here is watching this and it's a professional, to answer them of what I did, maybe I didn't show off camera. Get a text. Get rid of all those rivets and take out the entire window motor cross. GoPro, stop recording. Some more great content. Oh man, something in my eye. I was just about to finish the video, dang it. All right. Take 2.